Hey, what's going on, people? How you guys feeling today? I hope everything is going well for you. I hope your family alright, kids alright. Yup. Shout out to my big bro Hassan Lane, to my partner Malik Shell, 12th round knockout. Salute. Salute the Rise Podcast and all the guys and sisters that support me and tune in and subscribe and all that good stuff. I appreciate you. What's going on in the sport of boxing? What's going on? I wonder why people keep saying this the year of the what they call it, the year of the upsets. They've been saying that now for 3 years now. The year of the upset. So who like Usyk won, good win. Neverati lost, good loss. Okay, where's the upsets? They've been saying this the last 2-3 years. Oh, the year of the upset. It's the year of the upset. I don't think Gervonta Davis is getting upset by anyone. I really don't see that. I can say this now. I got Tank beating Frank Martin. Whether it's a decision, knockout, or whatever, I have him beating Martin. For my reasons. Tank been doing this since 7 years old. He been putting on gloves in boxing. 7. That's a huge, that makes a huge difference in the sport of boxing, man. It's hard to start boxing at. You figure you start boxing at 17. You have your first fight. Your confidence. You have your first fight at let's say 18. Then you got 19, 21, 2. Now you fighting amateurs for a little while. You can't fight amateurs but so long. You can't be in amateurs a grown man fighting kids, which that's what happened in other countries like Loma. Guys like Loma, which he's 27, 28, fighting 19-year-old kids from the States. Grew by 2. There's no age limit on them fellas, on them fighters. So American fighters is going in there 18, 17 and fighting grown men. These are facts. Going there fighting grown men. But anyway, For some reason, people think Tank is off. He's confused. He's going through it with with Floyd and this and that and that and that and this. Like, Tank is all right. Tank only doing the same thing he does before every fight. He beef with Tank. I mean, he beef with Floyd. The same twist. Even though I can honestly say I don't condone what was said allegedly by Tank to Clarissa Shields, again allegedly, because I just don't condone that, at all. Like, that's a no-no in my book. So I don't know. I know Frank Martin is training hard. I can imagine, what's going through his mind. This is first time under these big lights like that. Everybody in the building come to see you fight. Everybody in that building. Then them lights hit that ring. Woof. At that point, it's a movie, dog. It's a movie. That's when it gets real. That's when that's when two men meet up, man to man, in that ring and see who's the better man. That's when the war starts. That's when the thinking come in. That's where you see who play chess and who play checkers. In other words, that's when the fun begins. Hey, let me give you some fun facts. Tank Davis, he has the lowest punch rate in the sport of boxing. But he has the highest knockout rate in the sport of boxing. See, if you have watched Tank fight, the young man is super different. And guys that has gotten in the ring with him will tell you that. People like Abdullah Mason and all the young cannons that's coming up. I believe Tank been in the ring with all of them, if I'm not mistaken. And Tank set the most beautiful traps in boxing to me. I have you completely thinking over here. And he will take a couple of shots a couple of different times, looking for angles, and the bell might ring, boom. But he didn't downloaded some stuff. Go back, and first I have a question. Do you guys as boxing fans think that Mario Barrios can beat Frank Martin right now? That would be a good fight. Now remember, Mario Barrios, he just went to 147. He fought Keith Thurman, he lost. But Tank moved up to 140, and he fought Mario Barrios and stopped him. But I would like to know in the comments, can Frank Martin beat Mario Barrios? That's just, a question I want to put out there. Can he beat him, and why? Like, what make you think Frank can beat him? I'm just curious to know that. Because don't get it twisted, Mario Barrios is not a walk in the park for nobody. No one. Frank Martin either. Do Frank Martin has a chance against Tank? I don't know. I think everybody has that chance. It's boxing. Styles make fights a lot of the times. I just don't, me personally, I don't have Frank Martin beating Tank on his worst day. I salute and I give him props. The train over there, Derek James, I give him mad props. But I think he's super basic. Have you ever seen any fighter of his work the pads? Like, pop, 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 slip, pop, 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 pop. Any of his fighters? I'm waiting. Name just one of his fighters was seen doing that with James on the mix. No, Derek James is technical. He's a technical fighter. That's why I'm not going to badmouth the brother. I would never do that. But that's why Earl Spence feels he don't owe Derrick James nothing. Because in the Bud fight, they didn't know what to do. And if you go back and watch that fight, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Derrick James is basic. Spence against Bud was stuck. Pause. He didn't know how to get out that jam. And he looking at his coach for help, and he couldn't help him because he didn't know how. He didn't know what to do to get him out that jam. Bottom line, he didn't know what to do. Can't no one, I don't care who it is, somebody from this podcast shit, YouTube, anybody, I will debate it with anybody. It's no way Tank would have been in a situation where Calvin Ford and Kenny Ellis was stuck like that. They too knowledgeable. They've been around. They know boxing. Yeah, Derrick James boxed. He was, you can go Google his fights. He was, wasn't nothing right home to, you know, he ain't get no world titles or nothing like that. But, you know, he did enough to win some fights. He lost some fights, and he had a pro career. But he was never nothing to be in awe about. No disrespect to Derrick James, and I salute you, homie. You know, what am I saluting you for? Just being my people and doing the things you did in the sport of boxing. You had you had undisputed, man. You took Spence all the way until when it really counted, and what he worked so hard for, you couldn't get him over the hump. You could not get that man over the hump when he needed you. Now you mad because he won't pay you the rest of the money or whatever. Come on. It don't make no sense. It don't. I think Frank is a damn good fighter. I never seen his chin tested. I never seen him in any kind of trouble and have to get out of it. I seen Tank in trouble a couple of times. So it's like, what can you know? Again, style make fights. And believe me, it's gonna be a good fight. Definitely. Especially the beginning of the first half, the filling out part. It's gonna get exciting. It really is. It's gonna be some blows being thrown. And the only thing I don't like is Tank is not the type of fighter that throws a lot of punches. He don't. So, all you Frank Martin fans that's thinking this gonna be an upset and things like that, don't be no fool. Don't let FanDuel take your money. Don't let FanDuel take your money. And I'm the last person that's sleeping on Frank Martin. I'm the last person to sleep on him. But I know and understand that he cannot beat Gervonta Davis. He ain't ready for him. He ain't ready for him yet. And I just put Mario Barrios out there, but you can really like name a lot of guys Tank fought and ask that same question. Do you think that man can beat Frank Martin right now? And a lot of it'll be up for grabs. It'll be a lot of then you have the ones that, the fanboys, like, hey, he'd knock him out. I don't know, it'll be a good fight. But experience is the best teacher. Experience is the best teacher, man. And you believe in your heart that someone with the experience of a Tank. One of the youngest fighters to win a world title. One of the youngest. I think Mike Tyson was the youngest. And I believe after that it was it could have been Ali. But I know Tank is in that category. I know he is. Yeah, so I just wanted to get up here and talk about Tank and the fight that's coming up. Also, I want you guys to check out Jersey Vargas. Jersly Vargas. Vargas. Monster. Cold monster. I'm talking about this boy got power. He's a little brick house. Yeah. He's from Floyd Mayweather. He from Mayweather Promotions. That's why I say Floyd have some world champions that's getting ready to go. That's sitting around. Well, not literally sitting around. That's in training to go soon. Real soon. That other boy. With glasses like me. One more thing before I go. I want to say salute to everyone that really tune in and check me out, and it's really with the movement and really in my corner and want to see my podcast grow. I thank all the people who feel like that. I thank all my miners family. I thank everyone that subscribes, and we talk boxing through passing. I want to thank all of you, for helping me. I'm going to keep the shorts coming, keep them coming. I'm going to keep doing my shows. I'm going to keep praying, because there's power in prayer. I'm going to keep praying. I'm going to keep my circle super tight and keep doing exactly what I do. Separate the real from the fake, which is easy for me. I didn't survive 17 years of leaving where I was born and raised at, which was my comfort zone, to go out of state and start running up and down that highway. And I didn't survive all that by being stupid and leaving and ending the podcast for the day. I want to say this to all the soldiers out there. Everyone know what a ball field is, where outside rec is. When you bid back home and you go to the yard, you know you're gonna know people. But when you out of state and you go to the yard, when you go to that yard, you don't know not one person in that yard. In fact, you don't know one person in that building. And you in that building dolo. So you gotta hold it down. Jersey.